Hello everybody and welcome to an Ultimate Fight review. This is for the first episode of Season 24 of the Tournament of Champions. Called so because, well, the season is called Tournament of Champions. The episode doesn't really have a title, which is bizarre. But it's called Tournament of Champions because it's basically that. All champions from all different mixed martial arts organizations all over the world have come in for this tournament. All flyweight champions in the different organizations. And the winner of the season will get to fight the undefeated flyweight champ, Demetrious Johnson, on the finale on December 3rd. And then no fights get into the house. It's just like really straight to the point with this season. And I'll hope to be more or less the same. So basically, all the fighters from all over the world are in Vegas. I will get to who they are in a moment. Believe me, you'll love it. And the coaches arrive as well, Joseph Benavidez and Henry Cejudo, and they address the fighters, and before they move on with that, they call in Demetrious Johnson, who delivers a message wishing them the best of luck and saying he hopes to fight one of them at the finale, which he's going to be doing anyway, but he's going to be keeping it close on the season. I guarantee that he is. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Next up comes the inaugural ceremonial. Well, inaugural wasn't the best word. That's the ceremonial coin toss. Blue for Benavidez, Henry Cejudo, and the coin toss determines who the first fighter, which coach is going to pick the first fighter, and it lands for Benavidez. And unbeknownst to the coaches, each fighter has been seeded. So basically, if a coach picks the fighter seeded number 1, then the fighter seeded number 16 will go to the other side. I've always really thought that was weird how that worked. They did it on the Ultimate Fighter season 20. No, 19? 19 it would have been, yeah. With the first strawweight women's division thing. So, yeah, that was always kind of weird. But let's move on now. Next up, we have the actual fighters who are going to be who are in the season. And I'm not going to bother with the ranking of the season. I'm just going to tell you the names and what organizations they're champions in. So first of all, we have Tim Elliott from Titan Fighting Championships on Team Benavidez. Charlie Anais from Hex Fight Series Australia on Team Cejudo. Alexandria Panthar, who was ranked number 1. I know I said I wouldn't bother with that, but I thought I'd point it out. From Resurrection Fighting Alliance and Brandon Moreno from World Fighting Federation, ranked number 16. I do say again sometimes because, depending on the seed of the fight, that's who their opponent will be. So Tim Elliott will be fighting Charlie Anais, and Alexandre Panthar will be fighting Brandon Moreno. Well, he does in this episode, but we'll get to that. Demarcio Page from Legacy Fighting Championship, fighting on Team Benavidez, fights Adam Antolin from Taichi Palace Fights, and he's on Team Cejudo. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm going to run through it again. Alexandre Panthar is on Team Cejudo. Brandon Moreno is on Team Benavidez. Moving on, Yoni Sherbatov from Excessive Force Fighting Championship in Canada on Team Cejudo against Eric Shelton from Caged Aggression MMA on Team Benavidez. Ronaldo Candido from Shooto South America on Team Benavidez against Jamie Alvarez from Absolute Fighting Championship on Team Cejudo. Matt Schnell from Legacy Fighting Championship, he's the interim champion on Team Cejudo, against Matt Rizzo from Ring of Combat on Team Benavidez. Hiromasa Ogikuba from Shooto Japan on Team Benavidez against Kazimulo Zulu from Extreme Fighting Championship South Africa on Team Cejudo. And lastly, Kai Kara of France, Bragging Rights Fight Series Australia on Team Cejudo against Terence Mitchell from Alaska Fighting Championship, Team Benavidez. Obviously, the fighters do the normal stuff where they leave the gym, go to the house and check everything out. And, they actually have a really, really cool sort of trophy case, where they put their belts on a shelf, all the different belts of all the different champions next to each other. It's really, really cool. And I like to think that when a fighter actually loses, well, they don't really go home. They just stop being in the tournament. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Benavidez says that he doesn't want to, he just wants to make sure that the athletes feel like they're at their best. And Cejudo, unsurprisingly, when he starts, he trains him with wrestling because he's a Olympic gold medalist in 2008. So he knows his stuff. So yeah, back at the house, Pantoja and Moreno are having a nice chat, despite the fact that these two are supposed to fight. Even though Pantoja is from Brazil and Moreno is from Mexico, they actually find a way to talk to each other in their respective languages, with Pantoja speaking Portuguese and Moreno speaking Spanish, and they both sound pretty similar, which is weirdly true, which we wouldn't think is is possible, but it is. I mean, language is a weirdly amazing thing. As the fighters like pretty much get down all the gym time and stuff, and like their training is coming to an end for the fight. Cejudo struggles with kind of an issue. You see, he's training partners and really good friends with Brandon Moreno, but Moreno is on Team Benavidez, and Pantoja is on his team. So he decided not to be in either corner because he didn't want to show any favoritism, and it would just be a weird situation for him. He does wish Pantoja the best of luck, but yeah, he basically says he won't be in the corner because it's it wouldn't be really right for him. It wouldn't feel right. And then we have the fight itself, the first fight of the season, and it could easily be fight of the season. It was just that damn good. It was only the first fight. Alexandre Pantoja against Brandon Moreno. It was a really close fight. I mean, Moreno and Pantoja were trading a lot of shots. You expected like both of them to go for the ground, especially considering how good they are there. Excuse me. And Brandon Moreno was definitely getting the best striking, in my opinion. He landed a brilliant uppercut, which rocked Pantoja hard in the first round. In the second round, it was more the same. And then Pantoja pulled off a beautiful takedown, ducked around, managed to take Brandon's back, and sunk in a rear naked choke. Beautiful finish. Like near the end of the second round, it was a it was just a really well done submission, and you don't really see it done like that. Like he fakes the takedown, ducks around. You don't really see that often, and it just shows how good Pantoja is. But Moreno, like he showed his stuff. It was a damn good fight. Like for the first fight of the season as well, it was really good. Then, oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. The fighters have like their own little home video packages, like before they come into the during their preparation for the fight. So we see the video of Pantoja in his native Brazil, Moreno in his native Mexico, and then we move on to Terence Mitchell, who's from Alaska, and Kai Kara-France, who's from New Zealand, I believe so. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like they show their videos of where they're from, and obviously in the not obviously in the lead up to the fight, Cejudo starts to show concern about Kara-France because he thinks he doesn't really have a lot of confidence. And it's easy to see why. Kara-France is a very quiet and soft-spoken person, and you wouldn't believe it in the fight. Let me tell you. Yes, there was 2 fights in the first episode. I know it's a really good episode, a great way to kick off the season. And Kara-France won by knockout in the first round. He didn't give a damn. He didn't even give a fuck or a shit. He didn't give anything except a lot of punishment to poor Terence Mitchell. Which is weird because Terence Mitchell, for a flyweight, he's 5'10". He is a huge flyweight, probably the biggest flyweight I've ever seen personally, and he couldn't really do anything. Kai, it's easy to call him Kara because of his surname. Kai landed really good punches, and Sochin had Terence rocked. Then he backed away from him. Then he didn't waste any more time. He went in there, landed a great overhand right, and knocked Terence the fudging hell out. And it was really good. And not only that, but he gets 2 wins for Team Cejudo in the first episode after 2 great fights. So yeah, it was really awesome, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I will see you all next time, whenever that will be. So yeah, in conclusion, this was a really good episode, really great way to kick off the season. I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Unless a fight somehow eclipses Pantoja against Moreno, that's definitely my fight of the season so far. It's the very first fight. That's how good flyweights are. Not a lot of people give them credit. They should. They should watch this season. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I guarantee it. I'll see you all next time.